as a podcaster, do you see yourself more as an educator or more like a journalist, or could it be a mixture of both?
I'm really not too sure about that, to be honest. I'm not sure that I've been able to answer that question myself. I have enrolled into a master's course that starts in September with an aim to put everything that I have learned into some type of qualification. I think it would be amazing to be able to say, I've learned so much through this work that now I have a master's degree. Of course, there's the research and all of the work that goes with that as well. But I did think about taking some courses in journalism, and really learning about the ethics of journalism from a professional standpoint. So I'm really not too sure on where I stand, maybe a bit of both. The way I like to look at the cult vault is like it's my personal journey through learning about this subject with the help of all of these amazing, brave, incredible people who are like, this is what happened to me. And there are so many messages from people that are like, I left that group. This has been so validating to hear. Please thank your guest. People that come forward and say, I found this and didn't and I was about to put down this huge sum of money on a yearly subscription to this group, but I listened to this episode and now I'm not going to do that. There's other people that have said, this was the catalyst for getting one of my loved ones out. So the stories that people come on the show to tell, they are honestly changing lives, maybe saving lives. Like every single survivor that comes on the show and shares their story, there's no way of knowing like the ripple effect of sharing that story, not just on my show, but on other people's podcasts or in newspaper articles or starting their own show like you've done where you tell your story and then interview other people. And it's like this huge thing that's now starting to happen. And it's amazing. And also, what I love is that it's kind of me being like, Colts, I know nothing. And then every single episode, it's like, I've learned a little bit more. So if anybody goes back and listens to the earlier episodes where the audio quality is terrible and I am so ignorant and I don't know anything and I probably use horrific terminology and ask really insensitive questions, even though I genuinely don't mean to. And I won't delete those episodes because I have come on a journey and I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not ashamed to say that I would consume true crime content unethically, and be judgmental about certain things. I am not the person that I was. And I if I met me now and I, sat down for coffee with old Kacey, I'd be like, oh my goodness, you are just not a good person, or you just don't have a great mentality about this. Um, so I think what's really interesting is if you listen to episode one and you listen all the way through, which is almost impossible at this point, I think you would also hear my journey of what I've learned and how I've learned those things because I read journals, I read memoirs, I read books, I watch documentaries. I'm in contact with several cult experts. I'm enrolling onto this course in September. But really, the bulk and basis of my education is the conversations that I've had with survivors. So if people were to listen to my back catalogue without, if they were coming from the same place that I was, you know, didn't know anything about cults or thought they knew everything and didn't really know that much, and they were to listen to the catalogue all the way through, they would probably, by the end, be at the same place that I am now. And I think that that's really cool.